Okay, I'm a little frustrated because this is now attempt number 3 at doing this. But, this was the vlog that I had promised you all for International Lolita Day. And remember at the end how I said I'm going to show you stuff that'll help you get stuff over your big ass titties? Well, today is that day that I get to show you the outfits that'll go across your bust and your waist if you are a busty and or plus size Lolita. Now, I have to take my measurements over, and I'm going to be full disclosure about my measurements. I'm not sucking my big gut in. Yes, I am a fat girl, so to speak. Honestly, you could try to sit there, oh, she's going to die of diabetes and heart failure and la-di-da. As I said before my video crapped out, you don't have the fucking right to judge me, and you don't know shit about my medical status, but I will tell you, since you have so much shit to talk about my medical status because I'm fat or whatever, every year I go to the doctor and my doctor is always astonished that my cholesterol's low, my blood pressure is low, and my sugars are within healthy, normal, probably quote skinny person range. So fuck you, you judgmental piece of shit. Just because somebody is quote unquote fat or whatever doesn't mean that they are unhealthy. Probably on paper I'm more healthy than a lot of other people. So fuck you. Just because I'm fat doesn't mean you know my health status. So as Mozart would say, lick mud and arsech. So you can't figure out what that means, get a fucking dictionary together. However, let me give you my measurements, and I'm going to teach you how to do measurements. Now, also, as per full disclosure, I'm not the best at doing this, as I get my tape measure tangled up on my husband's office chair. I'm not the best at doing this. I try to do this, that basically the tape measure has to go across the top, like, kind of over your nipple area, and has to go right in, like, the small of your waist. So let's try to do this a second time as I get run over by my husband's office chair. Okay, so here's your tape measure. Take this silver or gold or whatever brass tip, hoist it around, up, try to hike it up underneath your underarms, try to get it level with your breasts, and we'll try to do this like this. But I have a padded bra on, but still, 53 inches. Now, in centimeters, that's like 135. Oh, that's 136. 135 is 53 for my bust. My waist is, try to get it like in this section. I know my belt isn't exactly at my waist. It's up a little high because it's, as you see, it's a high waist dress that I'm wearing, but try to get it like in the center. So, I'm not holding in my stomach per se. I feel like ribbon from my bow. Hold up. Okay, 117, 46 inches. Not bad. I need to lose some weight though. So, and that's like 117. Well, 46 is right here. Oh, maybe it's a little, yeah, it's like right under the 117. It's right actually on the 117 line. You can't really see it, sorry, but 46 inches. So, with that being said, the reason I gave you my own personal measurements is because when you're ordering brand from Japan for openers, you're going to need to know your bust size, but you're going to need to know it in centimeters, because this doesn't apply to anybody else in the world except America, because we still use the king system of measurement. Why? Nobody knows. Basically, it would be easier if they had did stuff via the not king's measurement and went to metric like everyone else on the planet, but apparently that's just not a good idea. I don't even know. So we still in America use the king's system of measurement, while everybody else in the free world uses metric. So with that being said, if you are an American, you will have to know both sides of the tape measure and be comfortable with looking at both sides of the tape measure. If, like, sometimes if I can't get my life together, I'll write down the the inches and then turn it over after I'm like, when I'm done taking all my measurements, I'll flip the flip side over and just like, oh, this is this or this is this. And that'll make it easier, but I just hit myself in the nose. But yeah, so, but this doesn't apply to anybody except for in the United States. But when you're ordering brand from Japan, you have to know your metric bust measurements. And a lot of stuff, if you are a plus size Lolita, like the smallest I've ever seen, and this is without needing shearing. I saw a measurement recently that was 66 centimeters. That is 66 centimeters right there, which is 26 inches. That's tiny. And I think that was for, I can't remember if it was for a waist or a bust. But that's about all you're getting. This little loop right here is 26 inches. And I think the bust that I saw probably, I think, recently on an AP dress that was for sale on a community was 108 was the max bust in centimeters. That's only 42 and a half. So that's, y'all saw 53. I can't fit into anything that's that heavy duty. So, sorry. So yeah, you're either going to have to get custom or find a very good seamstress that really knows what she's doing, that can alter stuff very well without destroying your brando. Or you're just going to have to go buy something that is more plus size, busty, friendly. So, and that's where Icon fits in. So, Maximum has come out with a new outfit. And this is why my last video got messed up. Because I went to go translate what the outfit was called. So, I don't know whose translating service this is. But this is the name. Cody's Lovely Maximum Library Choco Mint Bear Sweets Wonderland JSK. So, yeah, I went through a lot to get to this point. And in case you were wondering what the Choco Labyrinth Sweet Mint whatever, this is their new JSK. It is, if you are a sweet Lolita, what is up? This is ultra adorable. And I kind of want it, even though technically I am a classic Lolita. I am not a sweet Lolita. I'm not a sweet Lolita mostly because, believe it or not, I will be 39 next month. So, sometimes I don't want to be walking around. It's enough to walk around looking that cute, that, like, ultra sweet, like, oh my god. So, yeah, I need some water. I'm getting a tickle. So, sometimes I'm eating ice now, too. It's enough to look that sweet in general. So to wear something like this is going to take, you know, a little adjusting on my part. I do kind of want it. They have this in pink, sky blue, and lavender. So I think the one that's on the picture is the lavender dress. I know you can't see it. I know it's extremely washed out. One day I will get my life together and be able to post pictures up where I don't have to do this bullshit. But for now, we're on the low budget and that's what we're doing. But yeah, so, but here's what I want you all to be cognizant of. The bust and waist on this new Mam Maxicimam dress. You seeing that? 130 is the bust. 120 is the waist measurement. I'm saying, you can get you stuff that if you are chesty or if you're just chubby, there you go. You want to be a sweet Lolita? It don't get no sweeter than this Choco Mint dress. It is sweet. It is so sweet. It's so cute. I really, really want it. It's unfortunately $225, maybe $224 at this time, but I kind of really, really want it. Yeah, so there's that as an option. Now, I also looked further for some other instances where you could wear certain brands. Let's just state that all brands do not begin and end with Baby the Star Shine Bright, Angelic Pretty, or Innocent World. I do miss Innocent World, though. Innocent World, for a stint, they had a dress that I fell in love with that I still have, and their shearing was forgiving. It's chubby because I'm getting to my more chubby side now. I need to dial it back. But when I'm at my chubbiest, I can still wear that dress. And at my chubbiest, I'm like a 22 and a half. So, yeah, I can still fit into it at a 22 and a half. I don't necessarily like the way I look in it when I'm a 22 and a half. But even at my chubbiest, I can still fit into that dress. So, I miss Innocent World. And they had some of the most forgiving, merciful shearing on the planet, and they don't do it anymore. But oh well. But brands do not begin and end with Angelic Pretty, Innocent World, Baby the Star Shine Bright. There are other brands, and one of the first brands that I got into, which made me fall in love with Lolita heavily, was a brand you don't really hear about that much anymore. Something called Victorian Maiden. They still, like, for a couple years, they were kind of like sketchy. Like, I think they were trying to get out of the Lolita game, and then they realized, like, we kind of like this game. We'll stay here. And then they came back to more traditional Lolita looks. Because I remember one year I looked, they had some pink flamingos on the dress, and I was just like, what are you doing? And I stopped looking at them for a long time until, like, in the last few years, I've kind of gone back, and they've gotten back to their roots. But I forget what this dress is called. But you want to talk forgiveness on shearing. Let me just hip you to what their bust and waist is on this lovely peach of a dress. Let me expand it. That dress. Cute, right? Super cute. Now, you're going to say, oh, Victorian Maiden, I've heard their stuff is super small and I don't know. And before you continue, 145 is the bust CM and 140 is the waist CM. So, now, we'll say for the sake of argument, where is 145? This right here is 145. Reverse it, that's 57 inches. Hold on. That way. If I can move my thumb. There you go. 57 inches is the max bust. I'm not even a 57-inch max bust. I keep doing the shit that I do. I'll be a 57 max bust. But 57 is the max bust. The max waist is 150. 150 is the max waist. Wait a minute. So, hold up. 145. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, 145. Hang on. Sorry. 145 is 57. I might have said the wrong numbers. It's 47. 140 is the max waist, and that's 55 inches. Get up on it! So, there's no excuse. There is none. Zero. No excuses. Yes, you can get stuff in your size. You just need to know where to look. I will post links in the description. I'm also going to probably have to teach you how to where to order, because Maximum, while they do have someone that sells their stuff overseas, pardon me for burping, the overseas thing comes kind of with a hitch. You have to get it off a website called CD Japan. CD Japan, sometimes, while they'll carry some of their stuff, when it came to Mysterious Pocket Watch, I wanted it in the burgundy. I was not sold on any other color other than burgundy. CD Japan did not carry the burgundy. They only carried black and I think pink. And I really didn't want it in anything other than burgundy. So I had to do what is called a proxy order. And I will give you a link to where you should be getting your proxy orders from. My proxy service of choice, we went with a different proxy service when my husband ordered Mysterious Pocket Watch for my birthday. That was a grandiose mistake. I should have stuck with Nippon. Nippon, way back in the day, was called Crescent Shop. I have been with Nippon / Crescent Shop since the mid 2000s. Like I think 2008 or 7 actually was when I started ordering from them. So, and I was ordering stuff for video games that I couldn't get any other place. And they have a low, what's it called? They have a low service fee, and their shipping tends to be reasonable. The other people were not that reasonable. I don't remember their name, but they were not that reasonable. But Nippon is a little tricky to work, and one day I'll have to sit and actually order something through one of those sites and walk you through it, because it's tricky. But not Innocent World, Victorian Maiden, has a dress that will go really high in like weight. Also, I gave you the one for Mam Maxicimam. There is another brand that they tend to look and kind of seem a little Gothic-y, but some of their stuff can cross Gothic and do like not so much sweet, but a classic Lolita look, if that's what you're into. And they are called Atelier Perrault. Atelier Perrault has a lot of stuff in very high measurements. Hang on just a second. Sorry about that. That took a little longer to figure out than I had expected. But Atelier Perrault. Alright. They have some really cute stuff. Now, granted, the outfits I'm about to show you are kind of on the Gothic side, but if you can swing it and go through their website, I'm sure you can find something that'll suit if you are sweet and or classic, or if you just like awesome designs and don't necessarily gravitate to one style of Lolita fashion. But this one by Atelier Perrault, sorry I keep saying like fake French, but it's the only way I can keep their name in my head. This dress is called the Fantastic World dress. Pretty cute, right? So, and check out the bust and the waist measurements. And this is semi in English. You see that? 132 is the max cm. Waist is 128 max cm. Now, if you need guidance, let's work it through. Work it through. 132 is right here. 132. Flip side of that is 52 inches. So, saying you just gotta be willing to take a risk, and they don't have like a necessarily straight English site either. Like, you have to use a proxy service for them, or if you're in Japan. I went to their store a couple times. The 2 times I was in Japan, I just couldn't bring myself to purchase anything because it was a little pricey and it was a little out of my budget range. But it was nice to walk through there. They're right next door, actually, to Angelic Pretty. If you're in the La Florette building in Harajuku, they're right next door to the left, I want to say. So there's always them. The world does not begin and end in Angelic Pretty. I know to a lot of people it does, but does not begin and end with Angelic Pretty. This dress is called their Night Church dress. Night Church. That's looking kind of cute. But again, pay very close attention to the max bust and max waist. 120. See? 120 cm. Both the bust and the waist. That's how high they go. So, if you're needing something over 108, you have options. Oh, and one more thing from Atelier Perrault is this adorable blouse. It's called the Aspirations blouse. The max bust on this is 128 cm. Oh, it's all glary. Hang on, let me do the black version, and maybe it'll be less glary. Yeah, the Aspirations blouse in black. So, 128 bust is the max bust. So, yeah. So, again, if you are willing to go outside of, again, Angelic Pretty, Baby the Star Shine Bright, Innocent World. They tend to be a little bit for smaller people. And there's nothing wrong with that, except if you're not small and you're like, damn, that's cute, but I can't wear it because my breasts are too big or too chubby or whatever the case may be. You still have options to be perfectly frilly fantastic, and still get Japanese Barando. If you really are like, well, if you're one of those people that feel like you can't really be a real Lolita in custom, which is just a bizarre way of thinking, but I'm not going to knock anybody's way of thinking. Everybody has their own thought processes. So, but if you're like, well, I really want to be a Lolita wearing Japanese brands, there are some Japanese brands that you can still wear and not feel like you're getting squeezed into something way too small for you, or without having the fear of, if I take it to a untested seamstress, are they going to ruin my outfit that I just paid X, Y, and Z a lot of money for? So this was my promise to you. My promise has been fulfilled. I hope this helps you in your frilly quest. And yes, I will put links to everybody we just looked at right in the description. And probably if you need help ordering from a proxy service, I haven't done it in a while. The last time I ordered from off of Nippon, I wanted to get, this is on my video game side, I got this Albert Wesker t-shirt, which they were only selling in Japan, and I knew I'd never get that shirt here. And this is before I knew I was going to Japan. That was in 2014. So that was the last time I used Nippon's shopping service. They are a very good shopping service. I will post their link in the description too. But if you need help, ordering from a proxy service, I will do the best I can for you. It's just, I haven't done it in a bit. So, I hope this helps. And, oh, also, this was the black bracelet that I was telling you about on International Lolita Day. This is the black version. It still has the white beads at the bottom, but as you see, the pearls, or not the pearls, there are black beads there. The rhinestone one, the gold one, and then the black roses. So this is what the black one looked like. Just thought I'd show that to you as well. So that is all I have time for, and I need to get ready to go do my errands, and I will see y'all next time. Later!